everyday Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans. Man, I can't go out no way, I'm gonna go out. I just grip on it, and I show it. I sit like a champ and I wait on a whole lot.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
All set to go on a picturesque, snowy December day. And away we go from East Rutherford. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Oklahoma. He's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 7.
Another carry for it. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Jets first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Let's go now.
They give it to him again. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Packers going nickel on 3rd. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Now Jones on 4th down. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
1st and 10.
Jones going to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
They'll try and punch it in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Working quickly here.
Pickup of 2.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. This one's caught. And he's brought down at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep it.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. covering that and kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he will be taken down. That much we know. Tough to see Warrior, though. It looks like they're going to have it as a gain of 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. You had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Fires right away, but incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. 4th down coming up. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Starts his return from the 23. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Trying the right side. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the well again. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here we go, shot.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 11.
19, tight. 19, come on.
Throw here, 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. Here's a give on 1st and goal. And that carry only makes one on the plunge up the gut. Offense to the line fast. Gets it again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
3rd and goal for Jones. That one incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. 2 drives, and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, he's not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And
don't try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this. Protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense. Well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
Beyond the line, touchdown denied. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brocco. And jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They go to him again, and he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd and
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, it's Jones. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Jack Jones has got it. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Mayfield now from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Jets take over on his 5th interception of the season.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, or you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He brings it in. He has it down at the 8-yard line on the play.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They'll send him up the middle. Defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. Defense bringing in a fifth DB, third and goal. Here's Jones to throw. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 4 yards. It's fourth and goal.
Jones throwing on fourth. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has a big strike to Addison. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
A 28-yard gain. And the Packers first down.
Baker now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And now they face second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Throwing again is Baker. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Air it out on third. That's it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. Play fake, Jones. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He can't hang on to the pass. And it sets up second down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. To throw again here on second and 10. Jones. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. The Jets take their first time out. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw by Jones. Fits it through the middle. Running in the red zone. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Back back-to-back carries here. And he will take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets get more points to end a lopsided first half. And with that score, he's now eclipsed the 27 touchdowns of Sean Alexander and Priest Holmes, and joined LaDainian Tomlinson atop the NFL with 28 rushing scores in one season. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Jets make it a 24-point ball game.
Packers nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. From the gun, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half. Second and 3 now.
At the 27-yard line.
He's back to throw. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play.
He's got it deep downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here's the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. Big strike here to Moore. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. It's a short pick up to the 20. Down by Fred Warner.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, alert 33.
First down, here's Baker. He beams one, deep right side. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. It's a Green Bay touchdown.
Mayfield's pass.
The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
It's Darius Slayton with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Jones setting up the play action. This is Cox. That's Slayton. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Jets grow their lead yet again.
Packers 6.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Mayfield set to pass. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyer Elam makes the play. And the Jets take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Escapes the pocket. He's got it in the red zone. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Jets, first down.
First and 10 now. Here's Jones. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Jones. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6. To throw again, it's Jones. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. And they pick him off again. Pat Surtain has it. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline and trying to recover. Let's get them to play, and here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jones off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Let's go now.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he has the New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Jets continue piling onto this lead.
Packers 6.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Real. Alert!
Mayfield now from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Unable to connect with his running back. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for a Packers 1st down.
Real.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Shotgun handoff here for Jenkins. And he's going to get up to speed through that snow to break off a gain of 5. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
A humble 5 or 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is Reed working the right side. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, Judkins. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 20-yard line.
What's up?
It's caught right side by Fryermuth. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, well, do some window dressing here in the 4th. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Judkins. He'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
King! Cut!
Baker now from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers putting up points in a game decided. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. And we get your job done.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Slayton with a return. Showing a little burst so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that pass through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. And they pick him off again. Sertan has it. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
They'll run here on 1st down. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
No gain on the
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
at the 44-yard line.
Play action now with Jones. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Throw here, 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Working quickly here.
27-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second.
They give it to him again. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Third down, Joseph throw. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time to get in that sack.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. The first carry now, Brishon Smith. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it's pretty tough to see amidst this snow. And they're going to say, yeah, it's a gain of 1. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
Quickly out to the right, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets nearing their 15th win this season. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking back, it's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
The 17-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Screen here for Smith. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
65, 18, Pioneer, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Now Jones on 4th down. That's caught in stride by Rice. And he's going to go down well short of where they needed him to get to. That decision to go for it on 4th does not pay off.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense is hurrying, time running down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Maybe a bit of desperation, here's a deep shot. And they pick him off again! Kyer Elam makes the play. And the Jets getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. It really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of it.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jets continue piling it on here in the 4th. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Jets continue adding on to that lead.
45. Packers 12.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Cowie now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So the win goes to the Jets. And it might take these fans some time to get out of here with this wintry weather, Brock. Snowplows definitely needed out there on those roads. They can take all the extra time to celebrate in the stands with each other, waiting to leave as their guys get the winter win. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.